Hey everybody, Big E. Welcome to Big E's YouTube channel. Hey, just want to check in with you guys. It's been a while since I posted, and it's not that I've been slacking by any means. I'm in the middle of doing the suspension deal. Excuse me, I'm cleaning up my area here. I don't even know where to put this. I know a couple of people I like to tell them, but anyway, I've been working. I was working all weekend on the Vet, and we made progress. We made some good progress. We also had a wild discovery about the C4 Shithog Vet that I wasn't expecting, and it was a pleasant surprise in that the Z51 upgrade we don't need to do because it already has one. I know, shocker. I was tickled pink about it. And it's funny, and I'll show you how I found out. But let me first, we have the driver's side torn apart. We have the spindle all the way out. So I'm going to clean that up. So then, that being said, unfortunately, with the amount of rust, we had to cut the shocks out. So the shocks are destroyed. I'm waiting for my supplier to send them to me. I should have them, so I'm going to call them tomorrow and find out where they're at so I can start with final assembly on this thing. So anyway, let's get to the thing. The upper control arms I cleaned up, clear coated, brand new ball joint. Look at that, fancy. And Prothane bushings. She should purr pretty good. That's the upper control arm. And just finished up the lower control arm for it. And then we pressed. Now here's what I'm talking about. Where is it at here? Make it so you guys can read. See that? 3Z51. I looked that up because I was like, could it be? And I looked up on a chat board for C4s. And it's true. The 3Z51 was one of the numbers. And I think 4Z51 were the stamps they used to signify if a Corvette had the Z51 suspension upgraded package. The other thing that makes sense in all this is that the Z51, if I understand correctly with the research, all Z51 cars were manual transmission cars, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe all Z51s were manual. And this one's a manual. Shithawk is a manual. So it kind of makes sense. The only thing that kind of throws me off a little bit, which I'm not 100% sure about, was the 16-inch wheels that came on it. Obviously, since I'm like the fourth owner of this car, they could have easily been switched somewhere along the way. Somebody didn't know what they were doing or realized what they had and just did that. So anyway, that's the only thing that kind of throws a wrench in it. So, the spring swap we don't have to do on the Shithawk because it already has the upgraded Z51, and the shocks I ordered will be fine because I have to cut the other one out of the car again when I do disassembly of the passenger side front suspension. And plus, it's a good idea anyway because we're gonna have 4 new ball joints, all new bushings, and new shocks. And then obviously we're going to get new skins for the front because some 17-inch skins are wrapped around the front of that thing. And then of course we're going to get it realigned. And then from there we're going to see if possibly this year, depending how things go, I want to weld up a custom subframe connector, not only front to back, but I want to have it like weld an X to tie the corners in as well. Because even though it's a target top car, there's a lot of flex there. So we want to see if we can limit that up a little bit. So anyway, I wanted to touch base with you guys and give you the development that the car is a Z51 equipped Corvette, which is awesome. I think the problem is the ball joints were so shot in it that between that and the original bushings being, I mean, they're 30-some years old. They're pretty bad shape. And the guy that had the car before me, it sat outside all the time, so you can only imagine what the temperature and atmospheric change did to the rubber bushings. So they were pretty bad. So I'm stoked with the latest development, because I don't have to tear in the car further than just for getting the A-arms off. It's going to be enough of a project just to get the A-arms and everything back together once it's all done, let alone a spring situation. So I want to let you guys know I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm now that I got now that the lower control arms rebuilt with the bushings and with the ball joint, the upper one is basically done. And I'm getting pretty stoked. I can't wait for the shocks to finally show up. And I'm going to do a video to help anybody who might be doing some suspension work or looking into doing suspension work. I'm going to do where I tear the whole passenger side apart, okay? Because that's still together, not touched. So I'm going to do a video where I tear it all down to basically nothing, just the spring. And then when I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show assembly of this side of the pieces that are already upgraded with the bushings and with the new ball joints. That's kind of what I want to do, and show how to assemble that. And then because the removing of the stock bushings is a real pain. I actually was taking a drill and I was drilling into the bushings, and then I took a utility knife and I cut the rubber shoulders off of the bushings, and I would drill and take a screwdriver and dig it out and drill, and it's time consuming, but they do come. And then I was taking I have a 5-pound sledgehammer, and I think I was using a 1 1/4 or 1 1/8 impact socket with a vise, and I was just beating on it till it came out, and it came out. And then I cleaned everything up with a stone, cleaned up because there's ridges in there, and I knocked those down a little bit so that way the new bushing would slide in a little easier but still have a tight fit. So it's little shit like that that drives you nuts. Very time consuming. I probably already have 6 hours or so into this deal, and like I said, only one side's done. So it actually ended up being a bigger project than I was anticipating, and I'm glad now that I don't have to do the spring, that the Z51 spring's already in there, so I don't have to tear the car down to that yet too. So yeah, I wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know, no, I'm not sitting here just, doing nothing. It is cold. They want cold weather moving in the next probably 2 weeks. So I'm kind of under the gun here, being I don't have a shop. I'm doing this outside in the cold. So I'm kind of up against it right now, and I got to get this done. So, but at the same time, I want to have you guys learn something, or at least get entertained by, with this deal. And then we're going to see, like I said, we're going to see how it changes the handling of the car once we get new tires and alignment put on it. So anyway, that's it for now. Like I said, I just want to touch base with you guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you and your family are doing well. Like and subscribe, hit notification button, leave a comment. Like I said, there's something I said that might be kind of not 100% factual. Just let me know in the comments. I don't always get it right. I try my best to get everything as right as I can get it, but sometimes I'm human and I make mistakes. So anyway, drop a comment. Let me know if you even like, the idea of redoing the Corvette thing and trying to, tear up some corners with it afterwards. So let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Is there anything else? I don't know. It's getting late. I'm just stoked that my control arms are done and that this thing is soon ready to be put together. So watch out for each other. Take care of each other. We'll see you right here next time on Big E's.